Hello, everyone, and welcome to Broadway Hit Points, our next session. This is session 6. It's very excited to have you guys all here with us. Let's start with introductions. So we'll begin with Bart the Basher.
I'm Bart the Basher. I missed bashing last time, but I'm going to make it up twice as much this time.
And Culker Dirtwood.
Hello, Seth. I play Colker Dirtwood.
And Zinkadinka.
Hey, I'm Sarah, playing Zinkadinka, the gnome artificer.
And Herbert Dankweed.
Hello, my name is Jamin. I play Herbert Dankoy, and I'm now level 4 dwarf monk, and I chose, what was it? Oh, mercy as my monastic tradition.
So when last we met, you had been talking to the Circus of Crime about trying to ally with you. You've discovered that Doc Chainmore, your main enemy, is supposed to be at the Circus of Crime to meet the assassin he hired, Lemon Shark, to take you out before the matinee. It is late morning now. You've probably got a couple of hours until the matinee, and you have been talking to the members of Circus Crime, Clever Girl, who is the animal trainer. She's all the way over on the left, on the other side of the shore. She sent her plesiosaurus after the assassin. You have the ringmaster, Romulus, with his hypnotizing hat. You have the knife juggler, Paris, of Proserpina. You have this sort of large man, Milo Sear, that has been with Herbert Dankweed. And you have Or Lakino, the dwarf clown. Herb and Milo have gone away. Culper and Zink have been talking to the Paris and the ringmaster Romulus and the clown Orlakino. And that's where we pick up.
I'm not there yet, right?
You are not there. We'll get you in a second, Bart.
So when does this matinee start today?
He says, the matinee, I believe, is at about 2 p.m., and they said they would meet at 1:30 in my tent. I received a special request, says Romulus.
Are these dinosaurs loyal to any friends of yours, or are they only loyal to their masters?
Clever girl, and he sort of whistles. She walks across, and she says, sit, and the large Allosaurus sits down on top of this crate there. He says, they only follow her.
Interesting. Where do you even find these guys?
She says, they can be found in the forests. I go and I've been trapping them to become the premier dinosaur trainer, and I recognize you as a fellow druid. And she sort of contorts her body, and wings sprout out of her back, and a pterosaur, stands before you and goes, ah!
I could do that too if I wanted to. But
You
I can only do it twice. I can only do it twice a day, and I don't really feel the need to transform into a pterosaur, whatever the word is these days.
What's the name of the guy that I'm hanging out with over here?
Milo. Milo says, hey, you want to see my sear wheel?
Your what?
I'll show you. And he takes a sort of giant metal hoop, and he says, this is what I use to fight. And as he starts spinning it, fire erupts from it. And he's basically got a ring of fire.
Wow,
He
that's
says,
impressive.
It's my sear wheel, my burning ring of fire. Want to
Haven't-
step through it?
step through it, like into the fire,
You gotta step through the burning ring of fire, Herb.
or else what?
Or else you'll never be a true man who's lived this life.
I'm gonna take one of my little rolled up joints from my beard and light it on that fire
Milo
and
sort
say,
of,
hey, you want some of this, Milo?
he says, definitely.
Great.
Maybe you want to put that thing out first.
He sort of rubs his hands around it and it goes out. But it looks very heavy as well. It looks like a blunt object that can also sear people with his sear wheel.
And now Milo must make a roll, right?
To what? To see if it hurts him, you mean?
With the pikeweed.
Oh, yes.
I think this is the first time I've busted it out.
Yes, he does need to do something with the pikeweed. Yeah, let's see. So,
Let's make a Constitution save, DC 14.
yeah, let me see what happens here. Yes, thank you for that. He actually totally succeeds on that roll, and so now he just has sort of nice, calming emotions.
Great. I'm gonna say, now that you're nice and calm, can I check out that wheel of fire? That
He says, "Yeah, of course." Sort of hands you the sear wheel to look at.
I'm like, you finish off that treat I gave you, okay?
Of
And
course.
then I'm gonna go join my friends.
Okay. Okay. Good.
How big is the sear wheel?
It is about 4.5 feet tall. So
it's tall. So it's wider than. So it's taller than I am.
it is
I
definitely
think it's taller than I am.
It comes up to your head.
Well, I'm just gonna sling it over my whole body, like a.
Okay.
I want to ask the ringmaster what he knows about catastrophe shards.
They're fun.
He says, "You don't have one of those, do you?"
What would happen if I did?
Well, I know a place you could sell them in Capitalis, where we come from. That's where I have my circus school. The priests there of all the major religions, the dwarven priest, the halfling priest, and the gnome priest, are assembling and buying all the catastrophe shards they can. They'll pay high price for it.
You're trying
Where
to
did they?
reassemble the whole catastrophe.
I would assume so. I don't know why else they would need that many. The only one not involved in the plan is the elven priest Neoptolemus, because Duchess he hasn't been allowed inside from Queen Unisaur.
Interesting.
But you don't know what they're doing with those shards.
No, I know. Rumor is that they connect to the far realms, to other multiple universes, and that they can bring monsters from other places, but they're dangerous. I believe too much time around them can mutate people. There are stories that folks around them have grown different arms, different eyes.
I have another eye.
A friend of ours has another eye. I'm sure he'll tell you about it when he gets here.
I'm not sure what to do about him. Maybe this is a good time to jump to Bart the Basher and see what's been going on with him. So, Bart, let's move back to Abeppo. You left Abeppo to go with to go with Magister Thalia.
Right.
Duchess Daphne is the one who's dead, not Magister Thalia.
I was gonna say that's why I was so confused. I was like,
Yes.
I don't remember a lot, but I feel like I would have remembered that.
Yeah, and you went down and you met back with the half-orc little girl and some of the other dwarves that were on the island and the elf. How did you spend the rest of that day?
Well, I don't know what was my best friend doing.
Thalia was going around trying to repair the buildings, trying to see what was left, going through the loot. She went back to see what was in the house after she noticed that the travelers had all gone. The rest of your party had disappeared.
Okay, well then I would probably help her by searching for skeletons and cake.
You find no skeletons and you find no cake, unfortunately. But if you helped her, you would have discovered some loot. Do you want to hear what loot you would have found?
Yeah, give me the loot.
All right. When you went back to the main hall, you would have seen that there was still the spear of Brittany that no one had claimed.
Oh, I'll take the spear of Brittany.
You're gonna take the spear of Brittany?
I don't know what it does.
Well,
If I remember correctly, when it successfully hits someone, it then hits them one more time.
Oh, right. Okay. All right, so here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do with the spear of Brittany. I want to, and if I have to go and like find someone to help me with this, so be it. I would like to cut the head of the spear of Brittany off and weld it to the end of my basher.
that is a great idea. You do not have welding skills, so you have this idea, but you would need to find a dwarven someone who could help you weld. You do remember that there was a forge. You might remember your friend Malachite from Abetto, who did have a dwarven forge.
Sure, I remember that. I go to Malachite.
Okay, so you spend the time traveling back to Abetto.
Yeah.
How do you get there? Let me show you the map again, just so we can see what you're gonna do here. How's your plan to get back to your friend here?
Well, I would assume I would ask my best friend Magister Thalia how I should get out.
Aha! So Magister Thalia says that the best way and the quickest way to get there is going to be taking the river. And in Abeppo, there are several boats that aren't being used.
Great, I take one.
All right. Do a strength check for me. You're going to try to row it, or are you going to try to sail it?
I don't think I'd understand the principles of sailing, so definitely row.
That's what I thought too. Okay, do a
But
strength.
I have 3 arms to row with.
Well, I mean, they are warhammers. How effective are they going to be at rowing?
Look, what is rowing really, other than slowly bashing water?
Okay, do a strength check for me. Do a strength check.
13.
13 just makes it. Just makes it. So I will say that you get to the town by the evening. So you come to Onbeto by the evening. Now it's still pretty terrible. There are dwarves or bodies of orcs and stuff all over the place, but many of them have been cleaned up by Malachite, who stayed there, as well as Pufflion, who remained to clean up the city. You're going to come down the Mistral River. You'll go past a lot of the things you've seen before, and I assume you're going to stop at the Diamond Lake, yes?
Is that where the thing is?
That's where the dungeon survival classes were that Malachite ran.
Ah, the forge guy. Yeah, I'll go there.
Hey, he says, you've come back to help clean up the town. I knew you were a good one, Bart, ever since I heard that song about you that's been going around.
Yeah, I am great. Could you put this Britney thing on the end of my arm?
Ah, I certainly could. You know, you've heard the new song by Flotsam, right?
No, I want to hear it.
Oh, everyone's singing it.
Good, it's patricide, patricide.
It goes unabashed, the basher bashes on.
Unabashed, the basher bashes on. Yeah, I love it.
Everyone's singing it. You're famous, man.
Yeah, nice.
He says, I'd be happy to. How much money you have on you?
I don't know. I'm not good with money.
He says,
How much money did I get
says-
from the loot, West?
He says, well, you would have also have found 5 diamond bracelets. You also found 5 diamond bracelets.
Will one of these work?
Oh, that's got to be worth 250 gold pieces. Yes. It will cost 2.
He says,
Okay.
Wonderful, Bart.
he takes 2 of them away, so now you have 3 of these diamond bracelets as well as.
But make it really good, though. I want to be super bashy.
Oh, we got to get this to Flotsam. There could be a new song about this. It's much better than his other song. It's called "The Evil Eye of the Ones Who Didn't Help Me."
So you go and wait. It takes almost all night. By dawn, he's got it done, and your second Warhammer has become a Warhammer of Brittany.
Yeah, Warhammer up Brittany!
Ah, it's wonderful. Are you gonna stay with us and help clean up the town, Bart? Or I imagine you've got famous things you got to do.
Yeah, no, I've got to go do something with a circus, but I'm gonna grab some takeout pizza on my way out.
Oh, there's no pizza here, unfortunately, because everyone here, they were all killed and they fled. We're just trying to rebuild the town again.
Right, but what about the pizza place that I was at before? It was really good.
I believe that was in Khorasan's.
I'm not good with locations either.
Well, he points to you how to get to Khorasan's if you want more pizza.
Well, how much time do I have left for this adventure?
Well, I think it would be a good idea if you did it.
All right, I'm doing it.
All right. So now that you've got 3 diamond bracelets in your spear, your Warhammer Brittany, to get to Khorasan's, you're going to take the same boat, I imagine.
I'm good at rowing.
You're good at rowing. Here you are on Beto. You actually have to go up back the way you came and then move down towards Khorasan's to where the pizza place is. Now, ironically, as you move down, the river is going to bring you to past a big top in a circus of crime, where you will notice many of your friends on the way to Khorasan sitting around talking to a bunch of weird people with some dinosaurs and a plesiosaur in the water. What are you going to do about that?
Hi, friends. You want any pizza? I'm going to get some.
I thought I told you to stay away from the pizza.
But it's good.
Where have you been, man?
I gotta look. I have a Warhammer of Brittany.
Well, we might need that because we're gonna fight Doc Chainmore with these guys. They're I look over to the ringmaster and I just say, "This is Bart the Basher. He likes to bash."
The ringmaster says,
It's like his entire personality.
says if he needs pizza, we can help him with everything the pizza has. And he opens up his hand, and inside of his hand are several blocks of numroot.
That doesn't look like pizza.
He says, this is what goes on the pizza.
Was there something on the pizza?
He offers to the rest of you, says, "This makes you strong. This is the best war supply you need in a battle."
Don't need it.
I like being strong. I try to eat them all.
Roll a. How are you doing? Well, you're in the boat across the way, so you're gonna row and dock
I'll
and jump
row
out and get.
over. Yeah.
So you're rowing over to get them all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On your way over, before you are able to get there, let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay. Here we go. Before you're able to get there, a bolt shoots out at you, and this bolt hits the Romulus in the chest. And from the other side of the river, you notice all of the little princes. And Captain Eileen says, "There you are, Romulus. The Circus of Crime is not going to be stealing our territory anymore." And you realize you have just entered into the middle of a gang war.
Well,
Oh. Wow, it's exciting over here.
I'm gonna jump up and I'm gonna say, listen, y'all can be rivals in like a day and a half, but I really, really need your guys' help. Do you remember Doc Chainmore? Remember that guy who tried to like kill me and kill everybody in the whole universe? Well, he's gonna be here, and we could use as many of you as we can. Can you like get along for like 24 hours?
Give us your help. Come on, Eileen.
She screams, "You guys, help me kill them! This is the Circus of Crime. They're moving in on my territory, and they're allied with Pucknuts."
Yeah,
Nuts.
I know.
Nuts.
who are all of these people?
These are the little princes. These are my friends. Ringmaster, meet my friends, the little princes. They helped me out a lot when Doc Chainmore banished me from the school for me trying to keep him from killing everybody. Long story. I already told you part of it. But listen, you guys are like, the Circus of Crime moves around. Like, I'm sure there becomes some sort of agreement that, you know, you keep your territory, they keep theirs, and, you know, the world's big enough for two crime syndicates, right?
You know,
I mean,
like
especially we can be allies for like, again, 24 hours. Just we'll get the doc.
Romulus.
That's all we need.
Romulus.
haven't you ever
Yeah, go ahead.
heard of the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
That's right.
My friend.
What is this, a crossover episode?
Romulus takes out the arrow and he says, "Circus of Crime, attack!" I need all you guys
We tried.
to roll
Oh, dear.
initiative and decide which battle you're gonna be on.
I got a 3.
I got a
12.
16.
16.
I got a 16. What do you get?
I also got a 16.
Okay.
And you got a 12, Zinc?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. Give me 1 second to get all these other people set up.
Now I would know about the little princes, like,
Oh yeah,
defenses
you
and fighting
guys.
style.
I mean, you guys are probably friends with them because, you know, you worked with the little princes, so you would know about. You've just met these Circus of Crime people, and what you've learned, real quick, as you decide how you're going to engage with this, is that the Circus of Crime is allied with Pucknuts and the drug empire, and are trying to expand, and the little princes are trying to expand their thievery empire and get rid of the Circus of Crime, and which would be also going against Pucknuts. And you also know that they are sort of connected with the brothel, with Miscreant. The brothel empire is connected to Circus of Crime. All right, so on one side you have Pucknuts and the drug and the Circus of Crime. On the other side you have the little princes and Miscreant and their brothel empire. Bart, you have the first move.
Yeah.
You have just come off the boat, I'm going to say, over here.
Okay, so odds are circus people, evens are the kids.
Yep.
Odds. I'm killing the circus people.
All right, Romulus is right in front of you.
Bye, Romulus.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna do both of my hammers.
Ooh. Okay. Roll a d20 for both of them and add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Nope, that's a 9. That's not good at all. That's an 8. So I'm not very good at it at all. Look, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while.
So they both go into the ground, and he very easily dodges around you and says,
I'm sure it was intimidating though.
You've made your choice, Bart. Coker, what are you gonna do?
Given the choice between fighting against Pucknuts or fighting for Pucknuts, I've done one of those already. I am against Pucknuts.
Okay, who are you going for?
As soon as I figure out where I am, I will tell you that.
You are on the sort of the shoreline. You have Paris, the juggler, next to you, and then you also have the Allosaurus sort of looking at you as well.
Is Paris the juggler the devil-looking guy?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go for him.
All right, what are you going to do?
I'm going to transform into an Allosaurus myself.
Excellent. All right. Can you transform and attack, or does that take up your whole?
I'm not expected to do both. I'm just going to transform.
Right.
If I can I'm just going to transform for the moment.
Yeah. No, as an action. It takes an action.
Okay.
But you could still move. You could do the action and move.
I'm going to transform and move so that I am hiding amongst the other Allosauruses.
There's one other Allosaurus, but
with the other Allosaurus, so they can't tell us apart.
Okay, let me tell you a little about this thing you just transformed into. You now have a speed of 60 feet per turn. You can pounce. You can move 30 feet toward a creature and hit them with a claw attack on the same turn, or be knocked prone. And you have a bite attack and a claw attack. You get one action per each attack.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this sort of picture to say that you've transformed. Yeah. All right. So you're running down there and doing that. Okay. Now we have Eileen, Captain Eileen again. Let's see.
Boom, 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 boom.
She also has a little bird on her shoulder. Captain Eileen tells her bird to go fight, and she then let's see, what's she gonna attack with? She takes her hand crossbow and tries to hit two more times at Romulus, and one of them gets through, and that one ends up doing 6 damage. All right, so Romulus goes down a little bit. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. Now, Zinc, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna turn to the ringmaster
Mm-hmm.
and say, what would it take for you to pack up and leave this place after tomorrow? After Dr. Chainmore comes to visit, what would it take?
Roll a charisma check.
Mark 5.
Okay. We'll get his answer in a second. Now, the Bindle Reef, who you've met before, who trained at the Circus of Crime. She is a Triton that you may remember put a sword down her throat and pulled it out with poison from interaction inside. She also shoots the crossbow, and she ends up running. She also tries to hit the Romulus, and she's going to get through, and she is going to do 7 points of damage to him as she sort of comes across, shouting some sort of a cur. As she runs, you notice that her legs. Actually, she runs and she jumps into the water, and as she jumps, you notice that her legs form into a mermaid tail.
Wow.
All right.
So for a pirate.
Next, someone that you would know as Roberts. He's a dread pirate. He also comes in to attack now, and let's see, dread pirate Roberts. He screams a battle cry. All within 30 feet are going to gain advantage on the attack roll. And
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the battle cry. Wes, could you maybe?
He says, "As we wish." He does his battle cry, and then he also shoots with his crossbow. It misses. Let's see what happens here. It misses, and but it does end up hitting the Allosaurus. And when it hits the Allosaurus, it how much damage does this do? It ends up doing 5 damage, but you can tell the Allosaurus has also been poisoned.
The other Allosaurus, not me, right?
Let me see. No, the other Allosaurus, because it went through them. It went right past them. You're actually a little further down, so it didn't hit you. But you are much bigger now, so let's make you the right size. You're about this big. So something just right in front of you just got taken down. Now, next we have next attack is coming from Ratty Ravel, who you had already known, and Ratty sort of runs 30 feet. This is a little halfling pickpocket that comes through. And then finally, we have an elf with sort of long, very curly black hair runs to the edge and says, "Do any of you have 6 fingers?" Uses it to look at everyone.
Nope.
I've got 5 here, and I've got 5 here. I've got 1 more down there, but I don't know if it's helpful.
And then you do have a third hand. You do have a third arm.
That's true. It doesn't. That's true. That could be. That's sort of my 11th finger. So.
Now, the Milo Seer looks at you, Dank Herb, and says, he's holding his seer wheel, looking at you, says, "Are you with us or against us?"
Well, no, I have the seer wheel.
Oh, you have the seer wheel. Then he lunges from you and tries to grapple it. So let's do a strength check and see if you get it or he gets it.
I got a 15.
He got a 15 too. You guys are locked in a stalemate, holding on to this thing. So you're going to be on that. I'm going to let you have another chance when it comes back to your turn here. Now, Clever Girl, she is over here. She whistles to her Allosaurus to start moving. The Allosaurus turns and starts walking away from you, sort of crumpling over two tents as it goes that way. And then she casts bark skin on her, and you see that her it takes on this armor. All of her skin starts looking like bark and takes on this armor. Orlikino now. Orlikino comes towards him as well. He's down here. He starts moving up with his two swords, and as he's going, he says, "It's time for the little princes to learn that there are rows and rows of death waiting for you." And he sort of cackles a laugh.
If you don't sell the papes.
Romulus, who is weak now, casts Misty Step, and he moves behind Clever Girl. And then, that's all he can do. Paris of Satuxob, or Paris Proserpina, the juggler, takes his daggers and he throws them. Really quick. Boom, boom, boom. All three of his daggers go flying through the air, and they go flying towards Ratty Ravel. And let's see. All of his daggers are going to... How many are going to connect? Only one of them connects, but it does 5 damage to Ratty Ravel. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now, Herb, what are you gonna do? You're holding on to it right now, and you're wrestling with Milo.
Okay. So, I have it held, but the flame side is towards Milo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna ram him up against the back of that wagon with it and activate the wheel.
Okay. Do you you don't quite know how to activate it, so let's do...
I saw him do it, no?
I mean, let's do a wisdom check. Let's do a wisdom check. I'm gonna say this is pretty tough. I'm gonna say it's a DC 13. See if your wisdom gets over 13.
18 plus 2.
Oh, 20?
18 plus 2, that's a 20. Not natural, but a 20.
All right, you push him up against it. He's going to take some damage from his back going in it, and it also lights up. Roll a 1d10. Let's see how much fire damage he takes.
Woo! Oh, 10. I thought it said 0 for a second.
All right, so he's going to take 10 fire damage, but this is pretty strong. It actually does 13 bludgeoning damage when you hit someone. So you're going to end up doing 23 damage on that.
Damn.
Wow.
And it sort of breaks and chest out. All right, now the the Ankylosaurus can't attack. It starts screaming. The Plesiosaurus turns and starts running for the mermaid, Bindlereef, and gets Bindlereef, does a pretty nasty attack on it. Let's see, how much does it do against Bindlereef? This sort of giant mammal swims through the water. It can move 40 feet. Can it get to him 40 feet? It's over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, it can just get to her. So it gets under the bridge, doing 40 feet, and it attacks with a bite that is going to do 3d6 plus 4 damage. Let's see how many that is. 3d6. Is bad. It's going to do 14 damage against her. And that... it kills Bindlereef. Blood sort of dirties the water as the mermaid is destroyed immediately, and the plesiosaur sort of roars its head up. Okay, this brings us back to Bart.
Bart. Okay, I'm bashing. What's his name? The Romulan.
You're gonna try to get the Romulus the Ringmaster? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy next to me.
He moved. He took Misty Step and disappeared.
Oh, so I don't know where he is then, huh?
You can see him. He is south of you, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's about 30 feet south of you. You could run to him and attack.
All right, done.
All right. He's right by Clever Girl. Go ahead and roll, and let's see how you do.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, natural 20, baby! Let's do that one first, and then
which one are you? Was that your? I'm gonna say your hand Warhammer is always first. So that is not your Warhammer Brittany. So you're gonna do a natural 20. So double that. Tell me how much you do.
Okay. That is 16 points.
Oof. And where did you hit him?
Let me see. Upside the head. It seems like.
I'm gonna say you knocked off his hat that can hypnotize people when it went upside the head.
I didn't even know he had that.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
All right, now let's see how the Warhammer Brittany goes.
Brittany. Ah, crap. 10.
Okay. Kulker, what are you gonna do with your Allosaurus?
All right. I'm going to tromp this way a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the person who's in slightly to the north here?
That's Clever Girl, the animal trainer.
Okay, I'm going to bite her in half.
Oh my god.
Or attempt to, at least.
All right, roll with a +6 advantage.
Eight.
You do not get through her armor class.
Honestly, I'd probably just miss her entirely.
Yes, you do miss her entirely. You just became this creature, so you don't.
True.
Your balance is off.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm learning how to be an Allosaurus.
Captain Eileen it says, "Get in the fight, Zinc!" And she brings up her arrow and tries to shoot towards the Allosaurus again with her crossbow. This does go through, and she ends up doing, let's see how much you do on your crossbow. She does 5 damage with it. Okay. Now, Zinc, it's your turn.
Okay. How tall is the circus tent?
The big top is about 80 feet tall.
Oh, so I can't jump to the top of it.
Well, it angles up, though. It starts at like 10 feet tall, and then it angles all the way up to the cupola, which is 80 feet tall.
Okay. Can I springy knees up to 25 feet up the roof, up the top of the canvas?
Yes, you could. Can you get there? I don't know. You can, but it's too
I'm not
far.
very close, am I?
Right, it's too far away for you to get there and make the move.
Okay, so then instead, I would like to I'd like to get as close as I can to the circus tent
Mm-hmm.
and yell to um, the captain, the little princess captain, whose name I just forgot. Um, are you with Doc Chainmore or are you against Doc Chainmore?
Okay, so
If you are
you're
with him,
yeah.
you will continue to. If you are with him, you will continue to fight us.
Okay. Roll a charisma check.
18.
All right, good. I'll remember that when we get to her. All right, next is uh, the he. Next is No Ego Montoya. He has realized that there is no six-fingered man and has decided to get involved. He jumps down on back of the plesiosaur in front of him, and he is going to try to kill it. As soon as he comes down, he ooh he whispers in its ear. Oh no, he can't do that. He yeah, he jumps on him and starts to attack it with his scimitar. It gets through 2 attacks, and he does 16 points of damage on the plesiosaur. Okay. Let me keep this going here. Next up, we have in this battle Ratty Ravel. Ratty Ravel takes out a hand axe and throws his hand axe across. The hand axe, or rather, yeah, his hand axe. The hand axe goes and he tries to hit the allosaur with it, and it gets through, and that hand axe is going to do 6 damage to the allosaurus. Slowly bringing it down. Okay. Milo Sear now is mad. He
And questionably on fire.
yes, he's mad and he's on fire. He rolls back and hits you with his fist. He makes a 19. That's gonna get through, and his fist is gonna do. Let's see, 4 points of damage to you.
Fair.
Hits you in the face, doing 4 points of damage to you. Okay, Herb. Let's see. Okay, Clever Girl now runs away. Bart, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, take that.
Roll and
Not
see
so
what you
clever
do.
after all. All right, so this is for the boring Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
20, not natural.
20. With her bark skin, her armor class is now 16. Okay, that gets through. How much damage you do?
I do 8 points of damage.
Okay, I think you only get 1 opportunity attack. I don't think you get 2 as you go by.
Well, then I would have used Brittany, bitch.
Well, this is how you learn. You also get an opportunity attack if you want it, Zinc.
Oh, jeez. That's cheesy.
On who now?
On Clever Girl, the animal trainer.
No, I'm gonna say run.
She keeps going past her. She actually runs up to her Allosaurus, and as soon as she gets to the Allosaurus, she says something to it, and it regains a little bit of strength. You see some of its you see some of its wounds close up. All right, Orlakino now is over there. He takes his scimitar and he's ready to fight. He gets he misses. He gets a 10. He doesn't get through at all. But he also has a dagger that he can tip with, and he rolls a natural 1, losing his dagger in the water.
Oh.
Romulus, the ringmaster, now touches himself and rises in the air 60 feet above the ground.
Hey!
Did he answer my question?
Oh, yes. Well, you didn't ask. No, because you got a bad charisma throw. The next, it's the captain who you've asked now. You asked Captain Eileen, right? If she was with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do a little this so we can just know that this guy is flying. He's 60 feet up in the air, but I'm going to let you make an opportunity attack as he goes up, Kulker, as the Allosaurus.
Be sure to specify which weapon you use. He's only going to let you use one. Don't use the lame one first.
We'll attempt to fight him.
All right. Go ahead. So you're going to roll on that with +6.
Five plus 6 is 11.
You don't get through his armor class. He successfully flies 60 feet up in the air. Paris, now of Satuxob, throws daggers right at you. He takes 3 more daggers. Actually, the daggers that he threw first come back into his hands. You realize that they're sort of magical, and he can call them back immediately. And he throws them at you, Kulker. He gets a... How does he do? He gets a 15, a 10, and a 10. Only the 15 gets through, right? Yep. And he is going to end up doing 4 damage to you. Yeah. So... we'll do that. I'm keeping you the same hit points, even though you're a monster now. You can do attack with them, but you don't gain their hit points when you do it.
Okay, I put in the 4.
Oh, you did already. Okay, we may double up sometimes. Great. You did the 4 hit points. Let me make sure. Refresh that I didn't also take your 4 hit points away. Okay, all good.
Yep, we're good.
Now it is Herb. What you gonna do?
Oh, you know, I got mad that he punched me in the face, so I'm just gonna re-emphasize my flame wheel.
All right, great.
Right. We got a little distance away because I'm sure he punched me and I kind of backed up, so I'm gonna re-slam him back into the thing.
All right, I am gonna move Wheel of Seer onto your inventory so you can see that you now have it. It's pretty dangerous. Okay.
Oh, that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Wheel?
Yeah.
CYR.
So go ahead and roll an attack with it.
Let me just read it. Oh. Okay. I just read the deets on that one. Okay. So I'll do a. What am I doing? Am I doing a strength because I'm pushing him, or?
No, just roll with a +5. Oh, you're gonna. I thought you were gonna hit him with it, right?
Yeah, like flame on and like thrust.
Yeah.
Back into the. Okay.
Yeah. So
5.
Go ahead.
No. 21.
21 totally gets through. Roll 3d8 damage.
Herbert the Destroyer over here.
3d8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 14.
All right, and let's see if he survives the fire this time. So it's 14. No, and roll 1d10 for fire damage too.
Oh, yeah.
See, apparently drugs kill kids.
Added 6.
6. Oof. All right. He is getting down. So now the Ankylosaurus still can't do anything. The Allosaurus tries to pounce. The other Allosaurus tries to pounce. So it sort of roars this loud thing. It turns and tries to pounce on to Ratty Ravel. And as it gets there, let's see if he successfully does it or not. Yeah, he did. Ratty Ravel, the claw gets through with the 23. So Ratty Ravel is knocked prone, and he takes 8 damage on it as well. And he's sort of not. Actually, I'm gonna say he's knocked off the bridge with that into the water. Okay. 8 damage. Okay. All right, Bart. It's back to you.
Okay. So, Dum Dum's way in the sky, huh?
He's 60 feet above you. Yep.
All right, I'm going to put on his hat.
Oh. Okay.
Hat now until you come down and fight me.
As soon as you put on his hat, what you're going to realize is that you are able to create a twisting pattern of colors in a 30-foot cube. Anyone who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw or become hypnotized. Are you going to try to do it?
Yeah, of course I'm going to try to do it.
All right, where are you going to do it? Where are you going to put it?
Well,
where are you going to put it in the air? Where are you going to put this cube?
Between me and Fly Guy.
All right. Who all is looking at Bart while he does this?
Me.
I'm behind a wagon. I'm safe. Safe.
I guess I am.
Yeah, you would be looking at him. And Zink, you're looking at Captain Eileen, I take it, yeah? I'm also going to say that Paris of Proserpina is looking at you. And Eileen would see this as well. So I need Seth, you to make a wisdom saving throw. And I'm going to do 4 wisdom saving throws.
That was disabled. Four.
Oh my god. Everyone failed the wisdom saving throw. So that means that as soon as you put this on, he falls out of the sky, and you have now incapacitated Romulus the Ringmaster, Paris of Proserpina, and Captain Eileen, who was looking at it, as well as your buddy here. All of them have just been incapacitated, and Romulus falls and takes another, let's say, 3 points of damage for that fall. Okay. At this point, Kulker, you can't do anything. You're incapacitated. Captain Eileen was going to answer you, but she can't because she's just stopped staring at this. You don't know what she's staring at, actually, Zink. She's staring at something behind you. Zink, as you notice her staring at something behind you, and think about your answer here, what do you do?
Stab her.
I don't look behind me. That's the first thing I don't do. Because I'm going to notice that Mr. Hatsy's McHats fell out of the sky. So I'm not going to look up. Something's going on. How close is Captain Eileen to me?
You are from her... Oh, You're about 20 feet to the bridge, and then she's another 40 feet away. So 60 walking across the bridge.
Oh gosh, okay. So I can't get to her. Where did this where did the ringmaster fall?
Behind you. You'd have to turn around to see.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go into the circus tent.
Okay. As you walk around into the circus tent, you're gonna notice.
I want to find. I want
yeah.
to find the. I want to find the dressing area. I want to find the dressing areas in the circus tent.
Okay. Let's see. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can just walk in. You see sort of tunnels leading up to various seating banks with a large, almost stadium seating around the side and the tent very close. But you've only just now gotten inside. Okay. Now, Bendel Reef is dead. No Ego Montoya is still around. And he is going to attack with his scimitar now. He's still on top of this thing, the plesiosaur. Let's see how he does with this plesiosaur. He has a +9 to hit, and he brings his scimitar down, and they both get through. He's going to end up doing... How much damage? He's going to do... 16 points of damage on that thing. He's just knocking into it.
Probably not plesiosaur. He's got stabbed. Probably sore now.
Ratty Ravel is in the water, prone. He can't do anything. Roberts. The pirate Roberts has a gain here. Let's see what he does. He comes running down also to attack the plesiosaur. He, from above, takes out this sort of special rapier he has and pushes his rapier down really fast. He gets through and he does 6 points of damage to the plesiosaur. Milo Sear is still over here fighting you. He's going to try again to hit you. He takes another fist to you. It does 24. He gets through. And he's going to do another... let's
4.
see. No, this time he actually does 3 points of damage to you.
He's weaker.
Yeah,
Well, he's on fire, so.
Yeah, is he taking fire damage, like, additionally?
Yes, he is. He is additionally taking fire damage. But this guy's, I mean, he's huge. You know, he's a strong man, so he's got tons
dear.
of... all right, Clever Girl is making 5, 10, 15, 20, is making her way around the tent, trying to get to something over there. You guys aren't sure what. And Orlikino now takes his scimitar and attacks into the water. Ooh, he gets a natural 20 with it. He's going to do 12 points of damage with that one. And the other one gets a 14, which I think is going to do another 6 points of damage. So he actually goes to attack. Well... Oh, wait, can he got a natural 20. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he runs up the back of the Allosaurus where Roberts is, and he's going to do 16 points of damage to Roberts. They are battling on the back of an Allosaurus.
It's going to be very expensive for the movie.
It's going to be awesome. Romulus is just staring at you on the ground, hypnotized. He can't do anything. Paris of Stuckstope can't do anything either. He is also hypnotized. Herb, what are you going to do?
Well, I think I'm just gonna do the same old thing. I'm surprised it's taking this long for him to go down.
He's huge.
So little old 4-foot me is gonna shove
His own weapon.
back at him and say, "Just die already." I'm supposed to have moved on from this.
Roll with a +5 to hit.
Oh, only a 9.
Oh, he jumps out of the way this time. You do not get through this time. Now the plesiosaur is very angry and it bites. 3d6 + 4. That's going to get through. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It ends up doing 10 points of damage onto Ratty Ravel, who was falling through the water, and that is going to take Ratty Ravel down significantly, but it's still alive. Blood is flowing, still alive, but not doing too good. The Allosaurus now is also attacking up here. It is going to attempt to throw off Roberts, and let's see if it does that. No, it does not. He jumps around, but Roberts is able to keep on. All right, Bart, what you gonna do? He's hypnotized in front of you.
Bush!
You are going to get through because he's hypnotized. So
Yeah!
so just roll damage.
All right. Okay. So first one. Ooh, that's 11. Now, Brittany, talk to me about the rules of Brittany.
You
What's
got
the story?
you roll damage twice.
Yes. Okay. This one is 9 plus 8.
Oh, he is dead. Why don't you tell us how you killed this incapacitated man?
Well, I aimed, so I went to the side of the head. I'm just gonna go straight down and try to push his head into his body cavity.
Ooh, you succeed, and Orlakino says, "I guess he can't wear a hat now."
It's my hat now.
Look, you took a hat where there never was a hat.
Yes, she looks for me. Good.
While you're saying that, No Ego Montoya says, "I know that song."
You sing like a woman sometimes, but occasionally get interrupted with "Bah! What a big man is stuff low," and then go back up here all the whole time. That's my Manny Patinkin.
He says, "Are you Bart the Basher? There's a song about you." It goes, "I love Bart's eyes. I love those Bartley hazel eyes."
Bartley, that's your full name.
Oh my god.
Bartley Bashford.
Coker, you are.
Just a little bit of Bart to bash some things.
No,
Those things will bleed.
there's another one. Bart.
To the top of the morning.
Bart isn't easy.
And scene.
Oh my god.
Mic drop west.
What is, Coker, you can't do
West.
anything. You are still hypnotized. I'm gonna let you try to make a I think you're hypnotized for like an hour. You can't do anything. Once you fail the dexterity saving throw, Bart has his power. It's only he can turn it off. Oh my god. Captain Eileen is also hypnotized and can do nothing. Zinc, you are inside the circus tent.
Okay. Is there like a dressing area with mirrors?
No, but as you walk through into the realm, 5, 10, 15, 20, you see that there is another exit out. 20, 25, 25, 30. And you can see that this exit leads back to where the dressing area is.
Okay.
So you're basically
gonna-
moving through the tent back into where the performers would get ready.
Okay. I'm gonna keep moving through.
Okay. No Ego Montoya, who's been singing. Now he takes his scimitar again, and he gets +9, 2 attacks. Do they get through? No, they don't. He misses with it. He doesn't succeed. Ratty Ravel tries to swim away. He's going to be able to do that, but as he swims away, the plesiosaur gets an opportunity attack on him, and that plesiosaur is going to end up doing another... Ratty Ravel. 3d6 plus 4 damage. Let's see how bad that is for him. Yep, so he takes 12 damage as he gets away. He's still kicking, but and he's able to get back up onto the shore away a little bit. Boom, boom. Okay. Dread Pirate Roberts now is still fighting on top of the Allosaurus. He's fighting Orlikino, and he's doing some pretty impressive rapier work. His rapier is +5 to hit, and he can do 2 actions with that. He gets a... he gets a natural 20 on one, a 6 on the other. But the natural 20 is going to go through, and that natural 20 is going to do 12 points of damage to Orlikino. As Then he says, I know something you do not know. I am not left-handed. And he throws his rapier into his other hand. Sort of does a flip off the back.
Did that while playing ping pong.
Coming down in front of Orlikino. It's a very impressive move. Okay. Milo Sear is still kicking. You missed it. Now he is going to try to grapple the Sear wheel back from you. So roll a strength check.
I got an 8.
He got a 2.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
a 4.
Tired.
A 2 plus
You're
2.
tired.
Yeah, you guys are like the worst boxing match. It's like...
It's like when they just start kind of hugging. And they're like, are they fighting? Or...
It's like broken Rock'em Sock'em robots. It's just like...
And because you're hugging inside of a burning steer wheel, it kind of looks like a Hawaiian wedding. You're just sort of inside.
And I'm
Romantic.
wheezing and I'm like, ah.
Clever girl now is over here. She makes her way down and releases her Ankylosaurus, which is what she'd been trying to do this whole time. Opens up the cage door for Ankylosaurus, and she says, "Come, sweetie, run!" Orlikino turns around to take on Dread Pirate Roberts, and Orlikino is attacked. So it is a scimitar rapier fight. He gets both of his attacks do go through, and he ends up doing 12 points of damage to Dread Pirate Roberts. Oh no! Killing him!
This is a bloodbath.
Dread
Brokering peace going, Zink.
Well, maybe if you hadn't hypnotized.
Hey, the people that I hypnotized
saying.
are peaceful. They're very peaceful right now. They're the only ones not fighting.
Oh, he's down. Oh, Dread Pirate Roberts. No more. Romulus is down. Paris of Satuxo is still fighting with his daggers. He is still... Oh, he's still throwing them at Kulker, the Allosaurus, who can do nothing. Which means each one of these daggers is going to get through. You're going to take... Kulker, 15 points of damage.
Oh no.
That brings you down to 12 of 31 hit points.
Oh boy,
Sure does.
we're gonna rush to your help because you're in danger. Oh wait, no, we won't.
Oh, wait, no, we won't. Herb, what are you going to do?
Just exasperatingly shove this thing back at this man. Let me do my d20 plus 5. Oh, come on.
You three! You didn't get through again. You guys are in such bad shape. Over
Wait. Now I'm gonna use a key point,
Smart.
and I'm gonna do my 2. Can I use flurry of blows if I'm wielding this big thing?
Yes, I'm going to say you can
Okay.
you can let go of it and try to hit him.
And then quickly grab it back.
No, it's gonna be loose.
Okay. Well, then I'm actually gonna use my key point then,
Okay.
and use Step of the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Push off of his body, do a backflip, jump in the air, and land on top of that incapacitated person. By the boat.
Oh, good. All right. So he's not gonna. That's not going to provoke an opportunity attack. And when you land on him, I'm gonna move him over here so we can see you both. When you land on him, I'm gonna say you do 5 points of damage. Just a sort of blunt damage.
I can at least do something this turn.
Yeah, because you're a big dwarf. The Ankylosaurus is free. A clever girl sort of jumps on top of it, and it starts running away with her. They are leaving the fight. She is running off with her beast. Then the plesiosaur is also still in this fight. She whistles for the plesiosaur to leave, but as it goes, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, it's very fast. As it goes, No Ego is still on its back and is able to do another attack. And with his scimitar, he does 16 points of damage to it. It's bleeding all over the place, and then he jumps off of it onto the shoreline. Next is Bart.
Okay. The circus guys are the bad guys, right? Okay. Who's near me?
You are. You have the dead ringmaster. You have a hypnotized Allosaurus, and then the guy who Herb was killing is, or who has been fighting, is about 30 feet away from you.
So I can get to him?
You can get to him.
Okay. Herb, do you want me to bash him, or do you want to take care of this yourself?
Take him. I'd say through heaves and sighs.
All right, I'm gonna go bash him then.
All right, you go up, and let's see how you do. His armor class is 15.
15. Okay. All right, here goes my first one. Oh, that's the natural one. That's not good. Let's see how Brittany does. Oh, god damn it. That's a 10. Herb, take him on. I believe in you.
Your natural one ends up hitting yourself, and you do 3 points of damage.
Aw.
And you seriously injure your warhammer. You take it down durability.
Aw. Well, good thing it wasn't Brittany.
All right. I'm gonna to make this interesting. I'm gonna let you chance to get out of this, Kulker. So, Kulker, why don't you roll a wisdom, and let's see if you can escape this now. We'll say after 3 turns, you have a chance.
Roll wisdom or wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving.
10.
No. To avoid it, you have to roll a. Where is my saving throw?
Higher than that.
13. You have to roll 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, are you in peril? Oh no, you must need to be rescued. Oh, pass. That's
Wow.
a bitch.
Mean.
Flotsam. He wrote 17 songs about me. And you
Yeah, and
let
did
him
any
come.
one of them have a B section?
You have plenty of time to create one yourself as you're frozen.
Zinc, you can see, looking through, you would have seen an Ankylosaurus be freed, and you would have seen, jumping on top of it, Clever Girl. What are you going to do?
Shoot. I want to get as far as I can going towards her and probably like hide behind this green tent.
Okay. You can get, you can get just outside. You can basically get to the first
Okay.
cage. All right.
Great.
So you can go there to watch her. That brings us to No Ego, who jumped off. Yeah. No Ego Montoya, who has jumped off, and he is coming to join the fight again now. He leaves the plesiosaur, seeing that's going, and is running back this way. He runs 30 feet towards the bridge, and then when he gets to the bridge, he uses his hand crossbow, and he hits Orlikino, doing 5 points of damage inside of it. Now, Ratty Ravel is also come up onto the other side. Ratty Ravel comes down and slaps Captain Eileen in the face. This gives Captain Eileen a chance to break out of the... She does not. He's trying to wake her up. Milo Sear now is still alive, and he is very angry at this Bart the Basher.
Hey.
But he doesn't have any weapons, so he just punches you right in the face, Bart.
Yeah. All right.
That's an 8. He hits
Hard to
you.
know.
Yeah, I think your tail actually comes down, and he punches right into the tail. Clever Girl is escaping. She is running away on her Ankylosaurus. Yep, and she sort of goes out of range. You can't see her anymore. She's gone. Orlikino, it runs towards the incapacitated Captain Eileen and tries to take her down. He says, I'll be the new ringmaster. And then he looks over at Herb with the sear wheel and says, or maybe he's the ringmaster. I wish I had not written a character that was a clown that made jokes on every line. Because
You didn't specify that he was a good clown.
I'm recognizing that, yes, I think he is not. He rolls a 15 and 6. They're both going to get through. So he does 12 points of damage to Captain Eileen. Because she can't do anything. She's just incapacitated still. Oh god, it's terrible. Okay. Romulus is dead. Paris has gotten out. Paris is now out of the hypnotism. He succeeds. Take that off him. And he throws again at Kulker, the 3 swords, and that is gonna do. Let's see if they all get through. Oh, Kulker, he does 15 points of damage. You fall unconscious.
Wait. Can I? Considering that I'm literally on top of him, can he roll with disadvantage?
No, but I'll tell you what you can do. You can use your reaction to try to deflect one, or catch it in the air.
Yes. I will use a reaction. Is it one of my key point things, or deflect missiles?
Yeah, deflect missiles.
Yeah.
You have a key point for it?
You can use a reaction to deflect. No, it doesn't say anything about a key point.
No, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
I can choose to use a key point to do additional damage.
All right.
1d10 plus 3.
I'm gonna say it is a. You're right next to him, but I'm just gonna say it's a difficulty class 5 to catch it. So roll a. Roll with 1 advantage. Roll a d20 plus 1, and let's see if you deflect it.
5.
All right, you did it. That's what it is.
Okay.
If you meet it, you beat it. So do you want to
do
you want to catch it or do you want to deflect it?
I'll catch it.
Great.
I don't want to use a key point on that.
So you catch it. That means only 2 get through, and that means he only gets 2 back because he
These motherfuckers are boomerangs?
Yeah, he gets 2 because they're boomerangs. They're magical boomerangs. Each one of these comes back to him.
And I now have one.
And you now have one.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Boomerang King.
Add that to my.
But of course,
Arsenal.
if it's magical boomerang, does that mean it will magically come back to you, or will magically go back to him when you throw it?
Well, let's kill him, and then it won't be a problem.
So how much damage did I end up taking?
10. So you should have 2 hit points, I believe, left. Yeah, 2 hit points because he saved you to deflect 1. All right, and it's your turn, Herb.
Okay. So I'm really gonna get my use out of this wheel of sear. So it says it can be used as travel. So I assume that means if Fireside is down,
Yes.
which I'm gonna say it is,
Yes.
then I'm gonna hop on top of it ignite it to travel upwards, but also searing
Yes.
with the gentleman beneath me.
That's exactly right. You roll inside of it like a little coin rolling across the table, like Michelangelo's, man in the ring, and you can roll 60 feet in it.
Wow. Okay. I will roll 60 feet. Wait, is this person over here? By the cabbages on our, is that one of the little princes?
Yes, that's No Ego Montoya.
Oh, I haven't had the pleasure yet.
To mix metaphors, he's actually looking and going, "My cabbages."
Wait, do I get the sense that if I rolled into somebody with my thing, I would cause severe damage?
You do.
Great. I'm gonna head straight towards Milo.
All right, this is great. Now, since this is a you've never used this before, I'm gonna have you do a dexterity throw, and I'm gonna say to make this roll where you want, I'm gonna say this is a 15 dex.
I want to have -1.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Instead of you have -1, instead of dexterity, I think it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to say it's acrobatics, which is +1.
Acrobatics. Okay, great.
Your acrobatics is +1. I will remind you, you had the chance to improve your dexterity, and you said, no, I like having an 8 dexterity.
I know. I think it's a fun character trait, but I got a 10, but I do have an inspiration son.
Oh, you can use it.
And I'm going to try that one more time. Oh, no. 14.
14? Okay, that's pretty close. So, I'm going to say, because it was 15 difficulty class to get over there, that you don't hit him, but you do roll to where you wanted to.
Okay.
But you're not able to quite get him. Also, you are going to get an opportunity attack from Paris as you go by, as you roll away from him. So he, Paris, as you went by, tried to hit you with one of his daggers in his hands, just cut you with it, and he got a 19. So that was successful, and that did 5 points of damage to you as you sort of went by. Okay, the Ankylosaurus is gone. The Plesiosaur now also swims away. So these guys are all out of the picture. Clever Girl has turned tail and run, and who knows? We may encounter her on down the line with her dinosaurs. I think she ran because you told her to, by the way, Zink. I think when you didn't attack her and you said run, you gave her a chance. However, the Allosaurus is trapped on the bridge and couldn't go after her. Now, the Allosaurus goes towards the one place he sees, and he tries to attack Ratty Rabble. He does his bite attack. That gets through. He does 15 points of damage to Ratty Rabble. And he's still alive, but barely. He's just barely holding on. Okay, Bart.
Oh, okay. That guy that I missed before, he's still there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Herbert, I got this. Don't worry. Here we
Thank
go.
you.
All right, here comes the boring basher. Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. 16.
All right, 16. His armor class is 15. That gets through.
Woo-hoo! All right, first attack is... all right, that's 5 points.
All right.
Now it is time for Brittany. Come on.
What?
Brittany has not hit any actual attack roll yet. The only time Brittany has actually gotten a hit was when the audience wasn't moving.
Listen, Brittany has had a tough road. It's really...
Not a tough road, but she keeps putting out the hits at least.
That's what you needed to do right now.
Oh, natural 20!
That's gonna be 4 attacks, 2 for a natural 20, plus you get to double it because she hits it one more time.
Yes! Okay, here we go. All right, hold on. I have to write this down. All right, 13 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. Oh, God, that's 20, 37 points.
Man, Milo Sear is smashed into like just a bloody cloud. You hit him so hard. He's
I got him, Herbert.
Thank you. And then I just look back at man with the mustache and the boomerangs and give Bart a tap.
Is
I'm
the
like,
bloody
"Go ahead."
cloud? Is the bloody cloud toxic?
No, he's not poisonous. It's just a cloud of his organs and intestines and blood.
Iron
Pink
in there.
mist, as they say.
I'm also making a terrible Britney joke, but that's
Oh, it's a toxic.
Oh.
Oh, you really slipped under.
Oh.
That was also a Britney joke.
Orlokino says, I liked it.
All these jokes are just gonna drive me crazy.
Oh.
I think
Oops, we did it again.
I think Orlokino is more like Jackie Mason, actually.
Dead?
Yes. Oh, I know. R.I.P. Jackie. Okay, let's see. Can she get out of your spell? I love that you have not turned off the hat yet either, by the way. You have the chance at any time. Yes, Captain
Why?
Eileen
Why would
gets...
I do that?
I don't know. Why would you?
It's pretty colors.
Captain Eileen breaks free of the spell. Zinc, what are you doing? You've come through the other end, and you can see all sort of the dressing rooms where they got dressed, as well as the animal cages.
I want to go into that green tent.
Okay. You are, I think, able to get there. Let me see. Yeah, you're able to get right to the entrance. When you walk in, you see 2 beds and a chest in between the 2 of them. Okay. Now, No Ego Montoya screams again, we have them on the run. We will win. My name is No Ego Montoya. Circus of Crime, prepare to die. That inspires everyone. With his 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He comes up to the bridge. Ratty Ravel attacks with his hand axe, doing 12 points of damage. Both of those get through. 12 points of damage go to Orlokino. And Orlokino now, realizing that the game is up and everyone is inspired, jumps on back of the Allosaurus and says, "Run!" Let's see. Paris of Zatuxob is pretty upset because he's way over here and there's no one else around. So he now tries to run away too. Ooh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Paris of Zatuxob, Paris Prospina, jumps into the boat. That was the folding boat that you had stolen. But as soon as he jumps into the folding boat, it starts to sink into the ground. and starts to sink in the water. Holes, water goes through everywhere, and you hear an amplified voice come from it that says in this an 11-year-old's voice of a Triton lemon shark. It says, "Dear Coker, your words of growing up hard like I did made me think. You are a good man, and I'm glad you found a way out. Maybe I will too, right after I kill Zinka Dinka. I'm going to quit the assassination game. Sorry about the boat. I hope you die, Zink. Love, Lemon."
Was I able to hear any of this because I'm still out?
I think it's like you're in a coma. You can hear it, but you just can't react.
Oh no.
So that boat is gone, and Paris is just in the water, very upset about this. All right, Herb, what are you gonna do?
Well, I think Paris is gonna head on out, so I'm gonna run over to Kolker,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use my what is it? What's my healing thing that I have? I'm gonna use Hand of Healing.
Oh yeah. All right, great.
And 1d4 plus 2.
Hit
See.
points.
It's not much, yeah. The humble. Oh, you get 3 points back.
But am I still hypnotized?
No, I'm gonna say that actually takes away the hypnosis as well.
Woo! Whoa!
Oh, right.
What did I miss? I am still in the shape of an Allosaurus after all.
No, you're not. I think when he hypnotized
okay.
you shrank. Because you were incapacitated, it takes concentration to do it, and because you couldn't, you shrank.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What didn't I miss?
I've got this cool flame wheel now.
Nice.
And a magic boomerang.
Nice.
Bart, what are you gonna do? The Allosaurus starts to run away, by the way. They do get some attacks on it, and they do damage it, but not too much. So now, basically, the Allosaurus, because he can move fast, is basically gone with Orlikino on him. So your choice, the only one left is Paris or Proserpina. Yeah.
Oh, right. I had a really good clown joke when he died, but I won't do it because it's running away.
You can scream it if you want at him.
Well, it doesn't make any sense if he's getting away. All right, let's, I'll go kill Paris Hilton, or whoever it is. With Brittany.
While he's in the water, you're gonna go, okay? Go over, do the attack on it.
Yeah, here we go. Boring Bash is a 17.
Mm-hmm. That gets through. His armor class is 11.
8.
8 does not get through. How much damage do you do?
No, 8 was the damage.
Oh, 8? Uh-huh. And what about your other one?
Here comes Brittany, bitch. 15.
That gets through. You're going to get twice.
Okay. The 6 and 11. 17.
You kill him. You smash him into the water, and
not so simple life anymore. 20-year-old reference.
And the little princes cheer. They say, "We won!" So, where we just left off is everyone is dead. There are several bodies. The river is wet with blood. Only Orlikino escaped, as well as Clever Girl. And all of the dinosaurs managed to escape. You have just entered... Let me get rid of this dinosaur so I can have him off. you have just entered into the tent, Zingadinka. Let's start with you. So you've entered into a green tent in which there are 2 beds and a chest.
Okay. I want to look in the chest.
It's locked. So you're going to take a thieves' tools throw on it.
Okay. Yeah, use my thieves' tools.
Okay, I'm going to say it's a pretty simple lock. I'm going to give you a dexterity 8.
17.
Yep, you open it easily. In this first chest is a scimitar that's battered, some battered leather armor, a battered crossbow, and 2 bags. One has a couple gold pieces and a silver piece, and the other has 3 gold pieces and a silver piece. So you get the sense that this was probably where Orlokino and Paris had their beds. Basically, 5 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, a scimitar, leather armor, and a crossbow.
Okay. I think I have those. Do I have a crossbow yet? Let's. Oh, I do have a crossbow. Me. Okay, I'll just take the money.
Okay, and what are you take the money? You get 5 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces to zinc. So the rest of you, there's all this blood around. What are you going to do, Coker, Herb, and Bart?
I'm gonna walk over like 20 feet or so away from this thing of cabbages.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna test out so that I know how to do it next time that I need to do it. I'm gonna test out the ranged throwing option of my wheel.
Okay, so you're going to be practicing over here with your new seer wheel.
Mm-hmm.
You also have one of the daggers.
Yeah, and I was gonna transition to that one as
Okay,
well.
but for
Get
now
some
you're
gold for
gonna
that.
train the seer wheel first.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing, Bart?
I'm gonna go search the bloody stump that I got the hat from.
Yes.
For any other funny things to wear that do weird stuff.
He does have a cloak that is a captain's cloak. It's sort of a ringmaster coat, but it would serve as a captain's cloak, and it draws the eyes to its ornate design. While you are wearing this, you have proficiency in navigation and in direction. You sort of know where things are around you.
I won't use that, but I like looking pretty, so I'm going to. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cut a hole in the back for my 3rd arm.
All right.
And put it on.
All right. What about you, Coker?
I'm going to take a look under the big top to see if there's anything to see.
When you go under the big top, what you see is this sort of stadium seating. There's a large carpet in the middle. This carpet is an ornate carpet over dust and dirt, and it goes from 20 feet up to about 80 feet at the top.
So no, there isn't anything interesting.
There's not anything interesting happening right now. Now, while this is going on, the Captain Eileen comes over, trailed by Ratty Ravo and Noigo Montoya, the only 2 that have survived. And she says, Bart, thank you. Thank you so much for helping us and saving us.
Were you?
Well, so you cannot know her, but you would have known her when you and Zink were growing up on the streets or working your crime game on the streets of Khorassad. She's sort of the lead criminal underboss there. And
You're welcome, Mom.
She says, in thanks for all you have done, I want to give you a gift.
Cake?
Do you want cake?
Yeah. I'll take the present too, though.
She turns to Inigo Montoya and says, "Make sure they get cake."
She gives you. Let's see. Let me roll on the dice right here and see. Okay. She gives you. Let's do this. Wow. She gives you a scroll of inflict wounds.
Oh, like paper cuts?
Well, no, a spell. No. She gives you a spell scroll that allows you to inflict moderate wounds.
Wow. Cool. I don't really do moderate. Do you have anything in extreme?
No, I do not. But Inigo
Thanks.
Montoya, what do you do? What do you do?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I say thanks. I'll have somebody read it to me later.
She says, "You now are members of the Little Princes. You've helped us before. This secures that we will be the leading criminal bosses of GaienBerr. We will take care of all of the different little petty thieving and pickpocketing and grand larceny. But we must get rid of Pucknuts and the drug empire in Aenban. If you will help me get rid of them, I can give you each 250 gold pieces."
I'm with you.
I'm not really driven by money.
Yeah, Colker, you would hear that coming from the tent.
I'm not so much driven by money as I am suddenly Zinkadinka, but I am driven
Yeah.
by a certain distaste, shall we say, for puck nuts.
Nuts.
And I reach into my bag and I pull out my stash of numroot.
Do you you pull out your stash of numroot. Great.
Yeah.
I
keep this with me to remind myself of what I came from.
That's very good. That's very good.
I used to be a runner for Pucknut. I'm not anymore. But I'm pretty sure he still trusts me if you need a man on the inside. Not that I'm on the inside now, but if you want to send me on the inside, I might be able to help out.
She says that is wonderful and exactly what we need. If you do this, I will give you each 250 gold pieces, and for you, Coco Dirtwood, you will have a prime residence, one of our safe houses in any city you like, always available for you.
I'm with you.
She shakes your hand and she says, "All right, little princess, time for us to go." And they walk away past the bridge, getting rid of stepping over the bodies. Now, as they start to go over the bodies, you would notice that that it is nearing the time of the matinee.
Oh, let's do it. Let's perform. I'm the ringmaster. Let's go. Let's put on a show.
And
yeah, we came here for one thing.
To perform in a circus. Let's do it.
Is it close enough to time that that audience members are lining
We're in
up?
the circus now.
Just the old people, the few ancient elves are coming in, and they're like, "Why all this dead bodies around?"
Come in, come on, come all to the circus of bashing.
You're actually really lucky because they've mostly started to float away. Because really, only 2 of them were killed on land. The rest of them have sort of started to flow past. So Bart, I take it you're being the pitch man. You're sort of going to the bridge to welcome them into the tent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the tent and start doing circus.
Well, okay, it hasn't begun yet, but yes, you go into the tent while the audience starts to come in, and you sort of draw them away from the other side where the bodies of Romulus the Ringmaster and Milo Sear are just sort of hanging out. What are the rest of you gonna do, Kolker? And well, I guess they would see her practicing with the sear wheel. And I think a few of them clap as you go by. They're like, "We love
An
you!"
appetizer, if you will. Now I'm gonna switch to my magic boomerang. And just
I'll
try to-
dance.
Try to do some target practice with that.
You're training. Zink, what are you doing?
Yeah, and I'm gonna also, like, as people are entering, like, take some of the chopped salad and just be like, wedge salads for everyone.
Oh no, those are cabbages.
Wait,
Oh.
I retrieve a bunch of the cabbages and other fruits and vegetables and bring it into the tent with me.
What are you doing with them?
I'll tell you later.
I think we
Alright,
know what he's gonna do with them.
great. You're practicing with your boomerang and your sear wheel out there. What are you doing, Kolker, as Bart starts leading people into the circus?
I'm dancing a mild jig along the outside the door, and saying, "Come one, come all, see the basher and the jigger."
You hear people
Guy doing the jig.
You hear people saying, "I love Bart the Basher, unabashed, the Basher bashes on."
How long do you think we have until the matinee?
I'd say you're about half an hour.
Yeah, okay.
Zeke, what are you doing? I think you would hear this sort of happening.
Okay. I want to go into this tent. Can I go in and explore at the same time, or
Yeah.
is that too?
Yeah.
turns?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, because we're not in initiative anymore. So as you go into the tent, this one there is another bed. This one's a little nicer. You have the sense that this is probably where the ringmaster slept, and the chest looks more ornate and has a tougher lock on it.
Can I try to pick it?
Yep, it's going to be a DC 12 to pick this lock.
7, but I have proficiency, so do I get to do it again?
Yeah.
Oh wait, and it's a dexterity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, even worse. Never mind. I don't get
Well,
it. Can I use the peep ring?
Yes, you can use the people ring. You can also keep working at this. Normally, I would say that you could break all your thieves' tools, but because you can make any tool, we will say eventually you would get it. But I'm going to say you're in there 10 minutes because you had 2 fails. Inside, what you're going to find is 50 gold pieces, 20 silver pieces, some studded leather armor, 2 daggers, a scimitar, 2 healing potions of healing, and there is a code word that opens up the Circus of Crime school in Capitalis.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and that's going to open up the Circus of Crime for you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I also want that healing potion.
2 healing potions.
Yeah.
2 potions of healing. Okay. I'm going to give this to you right now. So far you have gained, let's see, so far you've gained 55 gold pieces and 22 silver pieces. And, yeah.
What kind of intelligence check would I have to throw to be able to do something with the Chaos Shard?
Well,
I did lots of things. With
you
the
can
chaos
definitely
shard.
do things with the chaos shard. So you want to
You
try
don't need
to
intelligence.
how are you going to
So
inspect it?
no, so it's in the cloth right now,
Mm-hmm.
but I I want to try and chip some off of it
How?
with um what do I have? I can use the scimitar that's in this um I have smith's tools. Do I have like a little spike and a little hammer?
You could make it because you're a artificer.
Okay.
So where are you gonna put it down?
Um the trunk's open at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna flip the trunk over
Mm-hmm.
so that but it's open,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna slide the shard underneath it, and I'm gonna take my hand underneath it and do a little ping and bring my bring my hands back real fast.
Okay. As soon as you hit it, a blast of green light comes up and absorbs you. You find yourself in a forest where there's beautiful roses, pink roses, and vines hanging everywhere. And standing before you is a fairy with these huge wings. And she says, "Welcome, Zinc." She says, "I have seen you using the Fey flowers to restore my home, Corellon. And I saw you helped the Optolemus achieve his goal. I have given you blessings. This catastrophe shard connects to all of the other realms, including our divine realms. We receive prayers, us gods, and we have power through those who pray for us, but we cannot have any effect on the world itself. We've been too removed through universes. But if these shards are all collected, then all the realms will be able to be connected. They will act as a gateway. I charge you to go to Capitalis, join with the other priests, and allow us to connect with the material world." And she puts her hand on your head, and this pleasure, this warmth and happiness and joy you've never felt before in your life exudes through your whole body, and you are snapped back into the tent.
Dang, no one was there to watch that. So is the catastrophe shard cracked in half, or that
No,
just doing
it's not.
that?
You broke a little bit off of it that's dead, but the rest of it is still moving and swirling.
Okay, so I can can I like wrap it back up?
Yep.
And okay. The other thing I want, so there's like a little tiny chip of it off there.
Yes, but it's dead. It's dead. It doesn't glow anymore. It doesn't like move and like the rest of it.
Okay. So I should consider it useless.
You consider the little chip useless. Now, while you're in the tent doing this,
Okay, I'm still gonna grab the chip.
Great. I'm gonna jump back to everyone else. While you're in the tent doing this, you would notice coming across. The audience is really filled in. Now I'd say that the tent is almost mostly full. Coming across, you would see two people. One is Doc Chainmore, and with Doc Chainmore is someone you would recognize, Herb, and you're in the perfect place to see them. Who you see coming across with Doc Chainmore is the dank weed bodyguard, Blunt.
Oh!
Blunt and Doc are walking across the bridge, and Doc Chainmore says, "Blunt, I promise you, this time it has been done we have been successful. You can tell your boss that everything will be fine now. Oh, I think you're muted, Blunt.
Thank you, Doc Chainmore. I am pleased you've not fallen short this time.
No, I'm to meet the assassin here. The Romulus arranged it. Everything should go fine.
Thank you. I
Now,
will stay behind to ensure that this is seen through.
yes. I believe we're going to meet in his tent, in fact. So there should be nothing to be worried about whatsoever.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna get on my little wheel and roll over to the tents where I know Zinc is.
Yes.
And warn her that Doc Chainmore is here, but also the family that I left behind, their bodyguard, is out there, and I have no idea what the connection is, or how I stand in their eyes.
So Zeke,
as I abandoned as the only heir to the fortune of Dankweed, and I left for the monastery. There must be a shroud of shame around my name.
you hear all this, Zink? What do you say to Herb? Oh, you're muted now.
Oh, I'm gonna say, no one carries as much shame as me, so don't worry. They're searching for me, not you. But, I'm going to use disguise self and turn into Lemon Shark.
Ooh.
Okay. And can you,
And
when you're talking with them, could you gauge how, that's my bodyguard, Blunt, my old family's bodyguard, Blunt. Could you gauge what his opinion of me is? If there's a way to slide that in?
yes.
Great.
Did they know that you know that you were hanging out with the infamous Zinkadinka?
I don't think so. I think that I can claim some ignorance there. So I might be able to use my pull with Blunt in our favor as well. But
you see a shadow at the door of the bodies of Doc Chainmore and Blunt. They're right there. There's no escape for you, Herb. What are you going to do?
Say, quick, transform, and wish me luck.
All right. Before they walk in on you, which is about to happen, Kulker, what were you doing during this? Because you were doing a little jig, so you would have noticed Herb go away. You have you seen Doc Chainmore?
Sorry.
You would recognize Doc Chainmore from the misty vision of him that appeared. So you would have seen him.
Right. I'm just sort of I'm listening carefully while still sort of jigging my way inside for the main event.
Okay. So you walk into the main tent, the big top.
I jig into the main tent.
You jig into the big tent. Bart, the audience is all gathered around. What do you do?
Yes! Come one, come all, and see Bart the Basher!
Bart the Basher!
Do you like your jokes lazy and just a little bit racist? Well, here we go. I take a big cabbage and I put it on a slab and I say, why are they called apartments when they're all stuck together? And then I smash the cabbage.
You definitely get inspiration for this part.
Women wear a pair of panties, but only one bra. Smash!
I think the crowd is going crazy I think you're already famous. They already know you from the pit fighting. Now there are several songs written about you. I think they could not be. You even hear some of them whispering, "How did they get Bart the Basher?" Culker, what are you doing while he's doing this?
I am just baffled by the audience response and the alleged jokes.
Have you stopped dancing?
I think I'm like still kind of dancing, but sort of lethargically.
But you would realize, by the way, Bart, that Culker is a very good dancer. I mean, he is a trained. Basically, you have the halfling, the very small version of Tommy Toon, jumping.
I think that's called Tiny Toon.
Tiny Toon is jumping around the stage.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony.
Okay, let's
Hey,
move.
What do you expect from a culture that drives on parkways and parks on driveways? Smash!
Some of the people in the front row are holding up their cloaks. Okay, so you walk in, Blunt and Doc Chainmore, and you see the assassin with your old family member Herb. Blunt, what do you say?
3 years it's been since the end of the war. 3 years since your most shameful action, abandoning your family.
Oh, it's Papa.
Is that
How
all you have
is-
to say for yourself? How is Papa is all you have to say. Papa is indifferent to how you are.
Ouch.
Dear.
And
Well, I hope
You,
that my
more importantly, you have caused your sister tremendous pain.
it was all too much to
Not
handle.
as- Not as much pain as he caused Zinka Dinka.
Yeah.
Doc Chainmore says, "Wait, you," and he points to Herb. "You were one of the Sioux, one of the saviors of Onbeto. You were working with that Zinka Dinka."
It was an
No,
inside
no.
job.
Herbert,
That's right. And then he found me, and Zinka Dinka tried to kill me, but she made me a cannon, gun, laser pistol, because she was stupid. Just like your note about her said. She didn't tell any of her friends about that note. And if she would have known that Herbert was on the inside. And instead, he turned against her. And he helped me, because she tried to kill me too.
Are you telling me
Herbert.
Now
Herbert
she's
works
dead.
for the Valkyries?
I wanted to be on the right side of history.
Herbert, I only have one question. Why are you at an elven circus if you have so turned your allegiances back to us?
Because he was looking for Zinka Dinka with me.
And we were told to meet you here.
You knew I would be here.
Yes.
The
Well,
ringmaster
Doc
told us.
Chainmore.
I didn't say any. I knew nothing about this, Lemon. When you told me, I hired you to assassinate Zink. I'm so sorry, Blunt. I knew nothing about her being here. I was not involved, and I'm not paying anymore.
I heard of this lemon. This is the lemon with the lemon shark.
Yes,
Correct.
this is Lemon Shark. And Doc Chainmore takes out a bag of 750 gold pieces and says, "Now, how can you prove to me Zink's dead? I told you I wanted part of her body."
Well, the problem is that that thing that Herb has outside, that big ring, well, it can catch on fire. And that's kind of what happened to Zinc when I shot her with the laser pistol cannon that she made for me when she fell through this ring of fire. But, I think I might be able to find a finger.
He says, "This is why I don't work with children, Blunt."
Or dinosaurs.
He says, I
Lemon,
know, though, that
Lemon's,
Zinc had springy
Lemon
legs.
says,
I put them into her body myself. Those titanium coils should not have burned in the fire.
well, they sank in the lake. They
You're
sank in
a
the river.
Triton, Lemon. You can swim down and get them. You are a shark.
Well, I didn't think of that.
Can I please have silence in the room? Can I please have
I-
silence in the room? Knowing that you would want some proof, I took a small piece of Zinkadinka's flesh, a finger, if you will, and we actually knew that you were coming to the matinee and it was going to be part of our final performance, our trick to pull the finger out of a hat. So if you would please just make your way into the auditorium and watch our show, we will make that happen.
And
Roll.
we didn't want to tell you, and now it's ruined. But you still need to like it because the audience has to
Yes.
like it.
Just ooh and
We
ah when
worked
it
very
happens.
hard. That's right. We worked very hard.
I
We
think
know that they would be so happy to hear of the demise of the traitorous Zinkadinka.
I think I backsmack Herbert. I just give him a backhand smack, as a threat, but also to let him know that he's treading in very shallow waters.
I'm going to say, I know I deserved that. I have seen the error of my ways, and hopefully I can earn your trust again. Dear friend of the family.
We shall see after this performance.
So we're gonna go watch the show. All right. Just tell your boss that I'm doing what you've asked. I'm letting this charade go on. One day you're gonna grow up, Zinc, and you're gonna be living, and you're gonna see living that when you get older, life's not a bowl of water cherries.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, sir,
Blunt.
sir, why are you working with this blunt person? I thought that you were the ruler of everything and was using that. Zinc said something about some kind of crazy potion and that she was a good guy, but that I didn't believe her and I killed her anyway, but she said some really weird things about you.
Well, of course, Zinc is jealous. She wanted to be me, and she couldn't, and so she's jealous, and that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with Zinc. I'm glad she's dead. I'm the boss here, but please don't tell your boss.
Oh,
that.
you're welcome.
Blunt. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that I was the boss. I'm sorry. I just this child assassin gets on my nerves.
My parents employing you?
Oh,
I have been working for your family for 100 years.
No, I know about
To
you.
the first 75. I am here on your parents' business. Dr. Chainmore is merely a person I am here to see about a matter.
All right.
You better have Zinkadinka's finger inside that hat. And let me remind you, Herb, I know Zinkadinka.
Chainmore. I also, on the way to the circus, would love a sample of your latest development.
Oh. Let's, I could set it off inside the circus if you want to see how it works. but we should not go in.
Let's see this Bart the Basher that I heard about. I will decide based on my mood inside the tent.
Okay, great. They exit and go into the tent. While they're walking, what do you say, Zink and Herb?
Okay, I need a finger.
Who is that guy?
So, I come from a lot of money. Okay. Now, in my youth, I grew up in the wealthiest family in the land. The great houses of Dank and Weed married, creating the great house of Dank Weed, and therefore combining their fortunes. And it was all too much to handle, and they were supplying so much of the weaponry to the war that didn't have a good conscience using any of the money, so I ran away to the monastery, causing my family shame. You see? And that is our family's bodyguard, personal bodyguard and assistant, and he works very closely with my parents.
Why wouldn't they be happy to see you?
Because I fled in their time of need when the war was happening, and I disassociated myself and renounced my title and my line to the fortune. Now they are left without an heir, and I don't know where their fortune's going to go because I have a sister, but you know how the thing works.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully he bought the fact that you actually helped kill the terrible Zinkadinka, so you weren't totally useless to them. That was there a little mini war with Zinkadinka that you helped.
Yeah. Maybe I can, if we can keep the charade up, at least as far as they're concerned, I might be able to gain access back into my home and use some of the stuff in there. But we just have to get them the finger and then get them out.
I grab the scimitar and I slice off my smallest finger.
Yeah. Commit.
And I'm going to take my little wheel of fire and just singe off the end of her finger to stop the bleeding.
I could have used my cure wounds, but thank you. That's fine too.
I'm gonna say
I like using my wheel.
I'm gonna say that's 4 points of damage, Zink, of hit points. You're a little weak to it. All right, great. Yep.
While this is happening, how long would it take me to create some springinis?
You mean just the coils themselves?
Yeah.
You could probably do it in an hour, but you don't have any of the equipment. I mean, you'd have to have, to just create coils, you'd have to have some mithril and something to heat it and something to bend it.
My wheel is made of mithril, but I don't want you to take it.
You could destroy the wheel and make it, but it would take an hour.
Would the fairy realm be able to transport me some?
I mean, listen, you have the catastrophe shard. You know though that there's no guarantee that if you use it again you'll go back to the fairy realm, or that you'll go anywhere. Something could come to you. Remember the phoenix and the flumph.
Yes. Okay. Okay. They're gonna go. I'm gonna stay lemon, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna dip my top half into the water, like sitting on the shore. Dunk my top half, and then stick my legs in because I can't go all the way in because that will be bad. So I'm gonna get all wet,
Right.
and then I'll follow them back into the tent.
Into the big top.
And I'm gonna. I'm going to use my invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
I have the finger. Who has the finger?
You have the
I
finger.
have the finger. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my invisibility. Walk in through this side entrance over here.
The performer entrance, yeah.
Make my way into the stage and whisper into Colker's ear
Okay.
and say,
Before we get there, Bart,
Okay.
when he walks in, what are you and Colker doing?
If olive oil comes from olives, where does baby oil come from?
It comes from you doing that to babies.
Oh, so you've now joined in Colker as like an Ed McMahon.
He
Pretty
answered-
much, yeah. I've given up. Can't beat him, so I joined him.
That's right. I asked the questions. You can provide the answers. Why?
I am your
do they
hype. I
call
am
it-
your hype halfling.
Why do they call it a TV set when you only get one? Gosh.
I think you did the singulars and plurals joke already, Bart.
What?
Never mind.
I'm skipping all the racist ones, but there's plenty here.
Did you say that out loud to the crowd?
Yeah.
The elves say, "We want dwarf jokes."
I'm sure
Oh
it's
look,
in here.
here's a dwarf joke now. Our friend Herbert.
I'm invisible. I'm invisible.
Oh, well then it's even worse because Colker's there doing jokes and in your ear you just hear a whisper you didn't see coming.
I'm gonna bite his ear first. And then say, don't ask questions. I'm gonna hand you a finger. Keep it hidden and pull it out of a hat at the end of this, okay? Blink twice if you heard me. Great. Be well. And then I'm gonna scurry out of the tent.
Doc Chainmore says
Did
to
the audience just see like this finger floating through midair?
I think
Yes.
the possessions are invisible when they're attached to me, but as soon as I gave it to you, it became
visible.
Gotcha.
It's how I believe that worked.
Okay.
Doc Chainmore leans over to Blunt and says, This is not the crowd I expected to be here. Romulus, the ringmaster, should be around. I don't know why Bart the Bat... That's another savior of Onbeto.
I think. And we are close to these people, right? Bart, we're close to Bark and Colker.
They're in the center of the
performing-
ring. You're maybe 20, 30 feet from them.
Okay. I think Doc, I will stay in the tent, but I think it's time for a little demonstration.
It's my pleasure. And you want to stay in the tent. You realize that it could affect you if you stay in the tent.
I want to make sure certain characters... I will be fine. I will see myself out closer to time, but I need to make sure certain characters don't make an appearance as they did elsewhere.
All right. Lemon, are you going to stay here as well? I'm going to set off some of my potion of insanity.
Well, no. I mean, you told me that stuff's like the most dangerous stuff in the world, and
Oh yes,
I don't
whoever
think I
breathes
should
it
stay
in
here.
has a high chance of killing themselves within the hour.
yeah. No, I mean, I'm an assassin, but I'm not a self assassin.
All right, come with me. I'll need your help.
Oh, wait. Really quick. Mr. Bodyguard, the other thing I wanted to mention was so Zinka Dinka had this thing that she kept calling the catastrophe shard or something. Catastrophe
A
shard.
catastrophe shard.
And yeah, and it like she threatened to use it, and Herbert, I didn't realize how strong he was, but when he helped me destroy her, he broke the shard. and he gave me a little piece of it for safekeeping because he said I did such a good job. But I'd like you to have it as a token of my gratitude for being with Doc Chainmore.
And what are
And
you?
I hand him the little tiny piece.
Of the catastrophe shard.
Yeah, just the little tiny broken piece.
Doc Chainmore says, "Don't touch that. Do you know how incredibly dangerous these are, Lemon? This is why children should not have things like this to play with. This catastrophe shard. This has caused the entire downfall of the species, almost wiped out our entire humanoid species. These shards, they're very evil. They cause mutations. They can bring in creatures from distant realms. The best thing to do is get rid of this. Put it somewhere far, far away."
Well, if they're so powerful, then how did we kill Zinka Dinka? She had one.
Because
I'm
Zinka
just
Dinka
stupid
is
to know
an
how to use
idiot.
it.
She is so
That's
stupid.
right.
Oh, Lemon, you're
That's
right.
right. That's right.
Hey.
I was
Well,
I was sent with money, right?
Yes, you have money. Yeah. But
I think
you had 750 gold pieces that you already gave to Doc Chainmore to give to Lemon.
okay.
wait, you wanted Zinka Dinka killed? I thought it was Doc Chainmore. Who's paying me?
Chainmore.
Me.
Chainmore, of course. Chainmore?
Okay, that's what I thought.
Here's your money, Lemon. No more questions. Children should be seen and not heard. Come with me. We're gonna set off this insanity potion. Before I go, hey Bart, how stupid is Zinka Dinka?
She's dumb.
That wasn't a good one. Come with me.
Smash!
He takes you down underneath the
Zinka Dinka's so stupid. You could replace her brain with actual zinc, and it would be an improvement.
Some of the dwarves laugh, but there's not many of them.
And then I turn to Doc. I've always hated dwarven humor.
I'm a halfling, you schmuck.
That makes you half as funny.
Ooh, this.
So why do they call men cowboys? Bulls are the males, and cows are the females. Men should be called bull boys. Smashed!
I think you actually ran out of cabbages long ago.
Well, then I'm just smashing random things.
Now it's like zucchinis and carrots. And
That's right.
so under the you and Doc Chainmore are underneath the risers. You're sort of under the seats, and he takes out an ever-smoking potion smoke starts to come out, and he takes out a potion of insanity, and he begins to pour it inside of it. Yes?
Before we do this,
Well, you wouldn't be with him, Blunt, because
Okay.
you told him to leave. So you're still up on the
That's
seats
right.
watching the show and heckling Bart and Colker.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to start pacing around and finding Herbert because I know he's here.
You're right. You're Herbert's sitting. Oh, right. You don't know where Herbert is. That's right.
Yes.
So are you going to go look for him?
I think I'm gonna go look for him because dwarf blood is
Okay.
precious blood.
So you would go probably back out the tent, back to
Yes.
the place where you've seen him before.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Doc Chainmore. I have a great idea. So Zinka Dinka made me this crazy weapon. What if we put the insanity mist inside the weapon, and then we can shoot it into the tent while we're standing really far away?
What weapon is this? What weapon?
She made me this crazy thing out of this Elfridge cannon or something.
Let me see
She
that.
was like, what will you do if I make you a toy? And I was like, I want a cannon. And she was like, okay, will you stop being a little jerk and stop killing me if I make you a cannon? And I was like, Yes, of course I will. And then I killed her anyway.
Oh, I like you, Lemon. You're growing on me. All right. He looks at it. He says, yes, yes. Amateur. I can. It could have been made better here. Zinc always did have this problem with attachments. Okay, well, I suppose it will work. So we're going to use this as a projectile launcher, but we don't need to. This potion emits smoke. Anyone around can breathe it. We don't need to launch it. There are people right above us. You can actually see the feet of elves in the seats above you.
Well, how are we going to get out of the way?
We're going to run. I'm going to open up and we're going to run.
That doesn't seem like a very good idea, Doc.
You're right. All right. You will launch it into the middle of the tent. He closes.
Yeah,
up.
where that guy smashing the cabbages is.
So yes, I hate that guy, Bart the Basher. Why does he get songs? Why did Flotsam never write a song about Doc Chainmore? Lots of things rhyme with Chainmore.
Well,
Because you're Doc Fartmore. That's why.
well.
Shoot!
Okay,
We gave away our position. He heard us.
Just. So I just come here, and I get him to come out of the tent with me.
I thought we were launching it from
Okay.
under the seats. Why don't we just launch it from right here under the seats?
Because then we'll get caught. Don't
Okay.
trust me on this one. I killed Zinkadinka. I used this weapon. I know how it works. Even though it's a terrible weapon because she's terrible, I know how it works. So we have to stand outside, and I'll stand on your shoulders and look through the crack in the tent, and I'll be able to see over the risers. How does that sound?
And where are you going to fire it?
Into the middle, to the guy with the cabbages.
Try to fire it right before he smashes a cabbage. So he smashes it and the smoke goes everywhere and little bits of glass hit audience members in the eyes.
Yeah. Okay, well, do you want to see the trick with Zinkadinka's finger first, or you don't even care about that anymore?
I'll be able to get the finger after they're dead.
Okay. Okay, so how can you like screw in the bottle to the underneath side of this thing, like so that it's like the potion is the ammunition?
Yes. So while he does that,
Okay.
let's jump over because all this happens simultaneous. So Herb, you see Blunt walking around looking for you. Now you're still invisible. What do you do?
I'm gonna hug the side of this tent and just see where he goes.
All right, Blunt. You go look at the tent and he's not there. He's not in the tent you left him. So what do you do, Blunt?
I smell dwarf. And it's moving closer to the tent. So I make myself back to the tent, especially because Chainmore is still in there. And I need to be close to the tent to make sure that...
I counter him.
The smell seems to be all around you, Blunt.
And then out of the corner, I see diagonally from the tent, I see that Chainmore is now outside.
Yes. You
So I
would
moved to
see
split the different-
him and Lemon putting some sort of potion into what looks like a projectile launcher.
And so I move back to them.
And I'm gonna
And
say,
now, for our closing, with the close of our performance, I shall make a finger appear from a hat.
Doc Chainmore says, wait, he's gonna do the finger.
Give him the finger.
Wait, I'm gonna
Just-
hold on a second. I'm gonna fall off your shoulders, man. Stop moving around so much.
And I move
Hold
to
on.
Chainmore.
Carrying
I
some
move
really
to Chainmore
dangerous
now.
stuff here.
I
Okay.
finger through the tent.
Blunt, so you're walking up to Chainmore as well.
Yes.
And you're all looking through. Okay, Bart and Coker, how do you end your show with your rapt audience?
Let's see how far I can throw a halfling.
and I will do my magic in midair as you do.
Ha! That's funny. So I throw him as far as I can.
Across or up?
Up.
Hold on. Bart, throw me towards them.
Who's them?
Those
My adoring audience?
no, the
That's
people
not
out there.
fair.
The people I'm pointing to.
Oh. Okay.
Them.
All right. So here's how I want to do it. I want to grab his ankles and then like twirl around like sort of like a shot put deal, like spin him around twice and then flying him as far as I can.
Oh God. All right. Because this is Bart, I'm gonna say you have to do a dexterity check, and let's say I think this is pretty tough what you're trying to do. I'm gonna say this is a 15.
You
I don't
couldn't
do
just
good.
hurl me like a normal person.
I'm also not really invested in my success. I'm more invested in the attempt. All right. Dexterity. Don't worry, guys. I'm a +0 dexterity. 16. I did.
Oh my gosh! All right, so the halfling goes soaring over the heads of audience through towards the front of the tent. What do you do in the air?
I twist. I turn. I try my best to land on my feet.
Where are you aiming for?
I am aiming to land right in front of Chainmore.
And
Or-
Zink's
holding
Lemon.
Zink's finger in my hand.
Great, and Lemon's on the shoulders, Blunt's there. Okay, so you've thrown the right way. Let's have you also do a check then to make this impressive landing. I think do an acrobatics check. It's +4. I'm gonna say you have a DC 12 on this because he's done some of the hard work for you already.
21.
Oh, you land so perfectly that
Ta-da!
it's like
Ever.
it's like someone drove like the audience goes crazy. It's like someone drove a whole chariot with carriages over top of them. They're so happy. You land.
Oh, and by the way, I lied about the hat part. And I just hold the finger up.
Doc Chainmore goes, "Good job, Lemon. Do you see, Blunt?
Told ya.
Tell MJ there's nothing to worry about."
I believe this is for you, Monsieur.
I grab the finger, I snap it in half, and I lick the inside, and the blood is fresh.
When did you kill this Zink,
Chainmore, this
Lemon?
blood is fresh.
Well, pretty recently, actually. We turned one of those little beaches over there
Roll
for
at,
a while.
so
You know,
do
to make it
you
even worse.
Guillermo, do you have a dice in front of you?
I don't, but I have the dice on the.
Okay, roll a d20 and let's add your intelligence to it. I'm gonna say to regular. I'm gonna say
intelligence of 0. Great.
yeah.
All right.
Well, you are a dwarf.
Roll.
Gallagher, are you here?
Wait, where does the roll actually appear?
You got a 4. It's on roll 20 right now.
You got a 4, so you can't. If you got a 4, you can't. You all you could tell is it's fresh, but you couldn't pin it down within 24 hours.
Okay. Great.
So I think Doc is pleased. Yeah.
Okay.
I hear one of the audience members say, "Is
I
this
told you
really
that I
Bart
would
the
do that.
Basher, or is this
Really
Bart the
appreciate
Basher
it.
too?" His brother.
This is
I hear they don't speak.
Bart the Basher. Listen.
This is the real Bart the Basher.
Listen, sir, and I'm talking to Kolker. Why don't you grab the thing that we left in the tent from Zinkadinka, while I stand over here and fire this into the crowd.
Sure.
Yeah, into the far tent over there. You remember.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Wait here. I'll go get that.
So what do you do, Kolker?
I hurry out towards that far tent.
Yes. Which one of the three? There's two white ones and a green one.
I hop into the green one. I hop into the lower white one because it's the furthest one. Because it's the furthest away.
In the lower white one, you would see a chest that has been opened and looted. There's a few things in there. A nice bed, and then Zink, you left the catastrophe shard, right?
No, I have it.
Okay, so there's nothing else in there.
Great. I hide in the chest.
All right, good. And then Bart, what the audience is going crazy. They're screaming for you. They're all standing ovation. What do you do now?
Bow.
Mm-hmm. And then do you some of them I think throw like flowers at you.
Great. Well, I'm gonna collect the flowers and and I don't know, see if anyone wants my autograph. Take pictures with the kids.
Oh, so the audience was about to leave, but once they realize that you're offering autographs, they all like form a mosh pit around you, all just wanting to like touch you, and they all want your autograph. Yes.
I'm here for everybody, all the fans. I don't leave until all the fans have an autograph.
In fact, there's a guy who says, "I can sketch caricatures of you and someone really fast." Yes,
oh, awesome!
All right.
Oh,
so,
Doc,
well, that's happening.
Doc,
yeah.
Doc.
What's going on out here? Go ahead,
Doc.
Zink.
Doc. Okay, Doc. While Bart the Basher's in there, this is so evil. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm even saying this. Are you magic?
Yes, well, we artificers create magical devices, and he pulls out a handful of balls. There's some blue ones, some green ones, and some red ones.
Okay, do any of those have the ability to completely seal off the bottom of the tent so that once we shoot this in, I have an idea. I think I can get it in through the very top so it'll fall into the middle, and if they're all stuck in like this, then all the insanity mist will stay in this tent.
I have the perfect thing. And he takes the green one and he throws the green one into the tent. As he throws it in, it explodes and entangling vines come up around all of the people who are gathered around Bart the Basher. And people start screaming as they're trapped in entangling vines. Bart, I need you to roll. Let's see if you get trapped in the entangling vines as well. Let's see. Hold on. Roll a strength check for me.
Ooh, okay. Natural one, baby! Natural one!
Yes.
The strongest character in the entire campaign. I have a 17 strength, but I rolled a 1.
I think it's because you were signing autographs. I think the whole time you had you actually put down your warhammer.
I had tendonitis in my hands.
You actually have 4 children on your tail, riding on it. All right. So he throws it. They're all trapped. The audience is trapped in vines. They're screaming. People are going crazy. And he says, "Now, Libin, fire it! Fire it!"
Doc, wait, Doc. That's fine, but we have to seal off the tent. Can you make those things make a airtight hedge? Come on,
Doc,
man. That's what I'm talking
Doc.
about. Make that tent airtight.
Yes,
Doc,
Blunt. Yes.
with Zink dead, now it's the time to announce to the world what we dwarves have wanted for 100 years.
It's dangerous, Blunt. I mean, I am the head of Khorasads, but if we announce it now, Capitalis may still rise up against us. If we listen, if we can get Aenbon, get everyone loaded into Aenbon, then I will have Corsairs. I'm already bringing in dwarves on this side. You send your dwarven army to Aenbon. We have Hergor join us from Penba, and Capitalis will be crushed.
Yes, but I've been sent here by the Dankweed family themselves. MJ specifically. To make a statement tonight.
Yes.
Do not wait for this tent to be sealed. Shoot now. Shoot now.
Lemon, you heard the man. Shoot!
Okay. I stand on his shoulders and I aim the gun directly onto his head. I shoot it and I springy knees off of and land on the tent.
On the top of the tent?
Hell yeah.
As far up on the tent as I can go.
All right. Here's what we need to do. So, Blunt, you are going to be trapped inside this cloud almost immediately. I need you. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Make sure
I don't get to react at all.
Well, it happens so fast.
Yeah.
So this Mist of Insanity, what it does is, let me just make sure I have it here. Give me a second to pull it up.
Does it have any effect on me?
It does. It does have effect on you.
Especially on you.
Where did I put it? Sorry, I just need to pull it up in my give me one second.
See, when I had it, it makes you act all crazy and violent and dumb. And
Yeah.
How would you tell the difference? I'm
Well,
immune.
it has different things it can do. Okay, here we go. So you have to roll a wisdom throw. Roll a d20, and you're trying to roll a wisdom sanity throw.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Blunt, you've got to do it.
D20.
Yeah, add wisdom to it.
Wisdom, I have
Mm-hmm.
1.
Ooh.
All right. and
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Again,
What'd you get?
what does it
It's
show
on the
what I-
chat. It's on the chat and roll 20.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, you got an 11. That means you did not get it. So immediately you breathe it in, and it's going to drive you mad. What it's going to do is it's first going to take 3 points off of your wisdom. What was your wisdom right now?
My wisdom was 1 plus 1.
Uh,
12.
your total score. I can find it for you. Hold on.
12.
12. So now your wisdom is down to 8. So that's the first thing that's going to happen is your wisdom goes down to 8. The second thing that's going to happen is roll a d20 again. Actually, roll a d100. Can you do a d100?
Yeah.
Okay, roll that. I'll tell you what you get. You got a 68.
68.
Okay, so with
I found where it's shown.
with a 68, you start having vivid hallucinations and disadvantage on all ability checks. So every time you attack now, you're going to roll with disadvantage. You're losing your wisdom and you start hallucinating. Why don't you tell us what you start seeing with these crazy hallucinations, Blunt?
I think the first thing I see is an elder elf murdering my parents.
Oh gosh.
I remember the day Lady and Lord Dankweed brought me as a young orphan to work for them. I remember Herbert. I remember Herbert and I playing growing up,
Oh no.
and me teaching him the basics. I remember how much I loved Herbert and how he was always my favorite of the Dankweeds. I remember the night I almost thought of quitting the Dankweed family the day after he left.
Oh no.
Oh snap!
Terrible. Terrible.
Also, Doc Chainmore failed it as well. He loses wisdom also, and he starts. What was it? What did I just roll? He starts. He says. He turns to you as blunt and says, "Tell me what to do."
I ask him to throw the containment ball that what was the name of
Lemon.
Lemon. Throw the containment ball that Lemon was asking you about at the canister.
He grabs it up, the potion, it's all like broken glass and everything, and he starts like throwing pieces of it into the audience. Now, some of the audience is also escaping through the entangling vines, and since you did this in the opening, where basically the lobby is, they're starting to run into this as well.
Oh.
Okay. What do you do, Zinc? Well, let's go to Herb first. Herb, you haven't spoken in a while. What are you gonna do, Herb?
I'm gonna take my boomerang out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna aim for the little ties that are holding the flaps of the tent open. And I'm gonna try to like slice them so that the flaps close. And I'm gonna like theoretically close that entrance.
Okay. Herb, I'm gonna say on this that you get a +5 with this. Because
right.
You've been working on your boomerang for a while. Let's actually make it a +6. You've been working on your boomerang. And go ahead and roll, but this is still pretty tough. It's still a DC 15. But you've got a +6.
17.
Oh! Yeah. It gets right through. Cuts it down, flies back to you. What are you doing, Zinc?
Okay, so I'm going to jump back down
Mm-hmm.
on the other side of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to, so like on the map, I'm like right here.
Mm-hmm.
See my dot?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another entrance, right?
No. There's only the main entrance and then the side entrance. There's only two.
This is the side entrance?
That's the main entrance, and then the side entrance is the one that leads to the, onto the left-hand side.
Oh, okay. And so the audience is, oh, I see. That's Doc Chainmore. Okay, great. So I'm gonna hop down on that side entrance,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pull it back and scream, this way, this way, this way.
The ones who've gotten loose start to follow you. The rest are still trapped in the entangling vines. What are you doing, Bart?
Well, I gotta get out of these darn vines, yeah?
Yeah.
So I try to bash my way out of the vines.
Okay. And, Culker, aren't you inside
I'm still
the mist?
hiding inside the.
Oh,
the-
you're hiding inside the thing?
In the box!
I presumed that something horrible was going to happen, so I wanted to keep myself safe.
Bart, I'm gonna say
Hold in a
you're
box.
able to whack a bunch of the vines away, and every time you whack, people are fleeing themselves. Okay, we're back to you. You're gonna lose another 3 points off your intelligence, Blunt. Yep, because this is what wisdom goes in. You were at 8. That's
Okay.
gonna take you down to below a 5, I believe, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, you're at 5. Luckily. Roll another D100.
Wonderful. And there it is. D100. 55.
Okay. Now you start attacking Doc Chainmore. You're going to attack whatever is closest to you. So how do you attack Doc?
Well, my instinct is always to go for my longsword, so I pull out my longsword.
Yep, and you just hack at him.
Yep.
Okay.
D8 plus 4? Is that what that?
Yeah, tell me what you get.
Yeah, D8 plus 4. I get 3 plus 4, 7.
All right, you're going to do 7 points of damage to him. While Doc now also loses a little bit more, but he had 18 wisdom, so he's not in as much danger. But he falls to the ground, and he just starts screaming and crying, incapacitated, while you hack him. All right, what are you doing now, Herb?
Okay, I'm gonna go check and see what's going on inside of the tent through this entrance.
The audience is pouring out, elves and mothers with children.
I'm just pushing through to see like where Bart is. Is the tent filled with the gas?
No,
Or
the gas is outside the tent.
So I can see through the crowd that there are people still trapped in vines.
Yes.
All right, time to light up my wheel and go for a ride.
You're just gonna go around burning
I'm just gonna
them
go in
all.
circles and cut the entanglements.
What are you doing, Zink?
I'm going to. Oh balls! What am I gonna do? I'm going to run to Colker and tell him real quick what I did, because I'm still Lemon, right? I'm gonna tell him real quick what I did, and say, we need to get these two into these cages.
Okay, you're not going to be able to get to
lure
him on
them
this
into these
round.
cages.
You're only going to be able to get halfway to Colker before you can say that. As you're going, you hear the audience also begin to scream, it's the saviors of Unbeto! And a lemon shark! As they run by. Zeke never gets any credit. Okay. Bart, what are you doing?
I'm gonna charge at the bad guys.
You're running out of the tent.
Yeah.
Into the Insanity Mist.
Well, that's where the bad guys are.
Yep. Do a wisdom check.
Yeah, I'm good at wisdom. I'm only at -1.
What did you get?
Here we go. 10.
All right. You're gonna lose 3 points of wisdom immediately. What do you have? What's your right now? You have.
I'm down to 5.
Oh, that's not good. And roll a d100.
Alrighty. I just want to do the fun part. 30.
30. You start laughing hysterically, and you're incapacitated. You can't hit anyone. You just laughing hysterically on the ground.
I remembered my hilarious jokes.
I think you're repeating them all. I have bad news for you, Blunt, because no one saved you. You now take your longsword. You lose 3 more points of intelligence, and when you fall to 2, you kill yourself. You take your longsword and you shove it. Why don't you tell us? How do you kill yourself with a longsword, Blunt Stoner?
Oh my God, this is so sad.
I go to swing again at Doc Chainmore, and I trip over the stake that's holding the tent together at that particular corner. As I trip and fall, the weight of the longsword makes it slide out of my hand, and it happens to fall straight in, impaling me straight into the ground.
Ooh. Blunt's dead. I'll let you sort of cry a little bit with it in you. Doc Chainmore goes down 3 as well, but again, his wisdom was very high, so he just went from 18 to 15, and now he's only gone to 12 wisdom. Okay.
3 higher than Bart when he's healthy.
Herb, you have successfully gotten rid of all the vines. Now the audience is fleeing out that door. What are you going to do?
Right. I'm going to follow them out the door,
Mm-hmm.
rolling in style.
Protecting them. Zink, you're still making your way to Colker. You actually get to Colker now. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say, do I hear that happen? Like, do I hear someone try to murder himself?
No, I think with all the audience
Okay.
going out and the screaming and all this, you wouldn't get
Zestfully
it.
murder himself.
So with this dash, you've now made it into Kulker. So what are you going to say to Kulker when you get inside?
Okay, so I'm gonna say, if Doc Chainmore doesn't kill himself with this insanity mist, we have to get him into one of these cages because they have some crazy plan. And I'm gonna like relay the whole thing that I heard him
Got
say.
Okay.
I don't need to hear the whole story. Just let me know let me know how to do it.
So Bart, you are incapacitated. Doc Chainmore, now he's gone through. He takes out a potion and he drinks it, which is his antidote to this. He jumps up and with from his feet, little wheels pop down, little Healy wheels, and he starts to dash away across the bridge, moving much faster than any of you can.
Oh my god.
That bastard.
And I think that is where we will end it until next week.
Can
Good
we end it with
day.
just me running up? Can
Yay!
we end it with just me running up and seeing the sight of my dead childhood friend?
Yes, I think you actually
And
maybe you have one more gasp, Guillermo.
Herb,
Blunt!
Herbie,
Oh, Blunt
Someone
word.
loved you.
you were the one who was going to bring glory to the dead.
Gosh.
And I'm gonna just shed a tear over his dead body.
Guillermo, thank you for playing so much. It was awesome to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.